3I/ATLAS rumors are exploding. Aliens will abduct people. The power will go out. The world will plunge into chaos. Hum video after hum video, darkened skies, frantic crowds, all pointing to the same hour. Is any of this real, or just a massive false alarm? Take a breath. We're going through it step by step, claims, evidence, science, everything in this video. Right now, 3 stories are racing across social media. First, just before midnight, a worldwide hum will be heard and animals will panic. Second, city lights will shut off in waves like someone threw a giant switch. Third, and the darkest, in some places people will vanish, taken into the sky. Where do these claims come from? No one really knows. A clip gets posted as shot in Texas, then the exact same footage shows up tagged New York. An audio note circulates. My buddy's friend's neighbor saw it. But what if there is something real in there? Let's be honest. Anything visiting from the sky sparks curiosity. What makes 3I/ATLAS different is simple. It did not form in our solar system. It's interstellar, a traveler from somewhere else passing through. And some people say, what if it isn't just a rock? First, remember how our brains work. As midnight approaches and everyone waits for the moment, expectations spike. Ordinary sounds turn into signals. Wind moans through a vent and you whisper, hear that? A cloud slides by, the street goes dim for a second and you murmur, that's it. Phone cameras shake. The footage looks more dramatic. It's a human reflex. Faced with the unknown, we reach for meaning. That's why we need to separate the night's psychology from the videos themselves. Now, into the conspiracy lane. Theory 1, they're hiding behind the sun. In reality, as 3I/ATLAS nears its closest point to the sun, it appears near the sun's direction in our sky. That glare makes it hard for amateurs or the naked eye to see. That's not hiding, it's geometry. But the conspiracy narrative calls this blind spot a curtain and fills the gap with story. Theory 2, the light sail. The idea is that a craft could tack on sunlight the way a boat uses wind, firing no engines, just riding photon pressure. It sounds sci-fi, but it's a real concept. The key question is this. Does 3I/ATLAS show a steady, unexplained push that natural comets don't? When comets warm up, they vent gas. Those little jets nudge the path and make the point you're tracking wobble slightly. That's normal. So before anyone calls it artificial, you have to rule out all the natural pushes, one by one. Theory 3, the recon flyby. They're listening to our night rhythm, mapping internet traffic, watching micro delays in the power grid, quietly sampling comms. These lines flow like a movie and stick in your head. But unless we can put measurements, data, and mechanism under those sentences, they're a great story, nothing more. Still, we keep the question on the table. Good questions lead to better measurements. Now, the scariest headline, the power grid. Lately, you've seen outage reports from different parts of the world. Is that unusual? Number. Every country's grid has blackouts, storms, equipment failures, maintenance, local overloads. Yes, the timing can feel eerie, but timing alone is not proof. To claim an object millions of miles away is flipping continental breakers. You need a defined physical pathway and a measurable effect. So far, no such pathway or effect has been shown. About those hum videos, the low, metallic sky trumpets, they resurface in every cycle. City acoustics get weird at night. Wind resonates through vents, ducts, tunnels, and long facades. Industrial drone stands out on quiet, stable air. Old clips are re-uploaded with new captions. The same video pops up with different city names. The simplest check is this. Does the clip include a time, a location, and weather conditions? If not, the story is strong, but the evidence is weak. Animals, all the dogs barked at once. Bird flocks pivoted suddenly. Fish washed ashore. Nature does these things. Wind shifts, light pollution, migration cues, low-frequency urban noise, even minor ground tremors. Sometimes it's just random clustering. Animals feel it first, sounds right, but it doesn't fit every scene. If something truly extraordinary were in play, we'd see simultaneous, independent, verified recordings, many of them. So what is 3I/ATLAS? Plain and simple. The third confirmed interstellar visitor. It didn't form here, it's just passing through. Its path isn't bound to the sun. Think guest, not resident. As it nears the sun, volatile ices, especially carbon dioxide, sublimate, lifting dust and forming a faint, fuzzy envelope called a coma. Sometimes you get a thin jet pointing sunward. That's the most ordinary comet language there is. How close does it get to us? Not close. It's safely distant, too faint to see with the naked eye. If you're expecting a sky show, you'll be disappointed. If you're expecting danger, the numbers will calm you. The distance to Earth is far beyond the Moon's orbit. Collision? Number. Atmospheric entry? Number. Planet-wide electromagnetic chaos? Not on the menu. Who's watching? Space agencies, ground-based observatories, and even orbiters around Mars. In early October, spacecraft circling the red planet caught 3I/ATLAS during a near window by their standards. In those images, it's a dim, moving smudge sliding past background stars. Data like that pins down where it is, how its brightness changes, and what its surrounding gas and dust cloud is doing. What's inside? Early readings suggest the coma may be unusually rich in carbon dioxide, with water, CO, and other traces present. What does that hint at? In its home system, the ice lines, the distances where different ices can remain stable, might be laid out differently than in ours. In short, its chemistry carries the accent of a childhood spent under another sun. Let's close the visibility question. Naked eye? No. Small telescope? Very tough. With a mid to large amateur scope, under good conditions just before dawn, you might catch a faint cotton ball glow. Stack long exposures with a smart rig, and you may tease out a thin sunward jet. Don't expect a showy tail and blazing core. You'll be let down. Could it be artificial? Don't toss the question. In science, any hypothesis you can test is welcome. Teams worldwide are gathering ultra-precise position measurements, checking for a persistent, unexplained acceleration. If something like that turns up, then ideas like light sail deserve a harder look. So far, the behavior matches a natural comet. If new data changes the picture tomorrow, we'll say so, calmly. Back to the grid and communications. Power systems are complex. Inside them are countless tiny faults, micro outages, and fluctuations every day. Most causes are down here: weather, hardware, software, human error. For a distant object to affect these systems on its own, you'd need a very clear physical link. Today, we don't have one. Overlapping timelines by themselves do not make causation. Abduction chains. This is the hardest topic because it speaks straight to fear. Chain messages spread fast. Someone I know vanished. It hits hard. But when you trace the source, the thread usually dissolves. If a real surge of extraordinary incidents were happening, scientific networks and official agencies would see it first and issue alerts fast. That is not the situation right now. Fear can be real. The cause of the fear isn't always real. We've drained the emotion and sifted for fact. Here's the short version. 3I/ATLAS is an interstellar guest. Not from here and not coming here. Distant, faint, often invisible. Hard to view from the ground when it sits near the sun's direction. That's a bad angle, not a cover-up. Mars side and space telescope data point to ordinary comet activity. Its chemistry may be CO2 heavy, hinting at different nursery conditions. There's no expected threat to Earth. Most blackout and hum stories are Earth's own noise. Abduction chains remain unverified. So, what happens at midnight? Most likely, nothing extraordinary. Look up anyway, because out there, millions of miles away, a traveler from another star system is sliding past in silence. That alone is breathtaking. Be curious, take notes, don't exaggerate. And when morning comes, the sun will rise, the lights will be on, and the birds will sing. The universe is mysterious, yes, but it isn't chaos. For now, this case is closed. Claim, check, and truth.